everyone, welcome back to my channel. This was another shell challenge by Hip Hip Renee. Again, the links to her channel are below. The stream was uploaded, well, the live stream is still going on. It was yesterday and today, so it hasn't been uploaded to YouTube yet. Please keep an eye on her channel. If you haven't subscribed yet to her, please do. She's an awesome Sims builder, and she's got done collabs with other Sims builders who are just fantastic. And I hope you do check out these streams on YouTube. Eventually, there are some amazing builds on there. Well, trust me, they're just fantastic and detailed, and you just gotta watch it just to see. Anyways, and the reason why this seems to be a little longer is because I remember well, in comparison to the last shell challenge, I remembered to record myself building this, and I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. But I also wanted to keep it a little longer as well because I had a dream that inspired this build. So I was, thinking pretty hard about this, trying to figure out what I could build using this shell. Speaking of the shell, just real quick, Hip Hip Renee has another shell challenge up on the gallery if anyone is interested, if you're a Sims, Sims player, and if you're interested in, starting your own builds, there it is on there. Look for the hashtag HipHipShell502, I think is the number, because it's we've got a shorter amount of time for this one. The last two we had 2 weeks to do. This time we've got 1 week because she's going to do the streaming on May the 2nd. So if you're interested in doing that, now's your chance. You can go ahead and get on it. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to be doing with that just yet. It might be another Nancy Drew build. We'll see. Considering I was wanting to do George and Bess's houses, but that's just not working out as well as I would like. So that might have to be another project another time. Anyways, back to this build. It came to me in a dream. So this dream, I am watching, it's like I'm almost part of it and yet not part of it at the same time. Because, there was only one character that interacted with me, and he's done so in my, daydreams quite a lot. And it's my very own original first character that I've ever created, named Matthew Blue. Best way to describe him is that he looks a lot like Elijah Wood, okay? And he kind of acts like a mix of Peter Pan and the genie from, or Robin Williams' genie from Aladdin. And, there's a little bit of a sorrow to him as well. So, he's kind of mischievous, but he's also, he's that lovable, mischievous character, if you will. And he is a genie. He is indeed a genie. The genie from Aladdin inspired me in a lot more ways than I had, than I had thought. As did Peter Pan. Like I said, he's kind of a mix of those two characters, primarily, personality-wise. But he was there. And like I said, he was the only one interacting with me. It's like he knew I was there, but I was invisible to the family who lived in this house, who I've named the Grimes family. And I was thinking, as we were going through the house, I only saw the kitchen and the dining room, technically, in the dream. But as I was, as we were talking for a little bit, I instantly thought of this family as sort of like the goth family, like the jungle adventure version, or the adventurer, version of the goth family. They're very similar, they got one son, one daughter. They live in the jungle. The mother is a scientist, and the father is a conservationist. The son wants to be a jungle explorer, an archaeologist, and the daughter is just wild about animals, probably ends up become a veterinarian or a zoologist of some sort. She is the youngest and she does have her hair cut very, very short. She is tomboyish, but she does like some girly things, And, of course, I mean, if you think girly things are like, thinking bunnies and puppies and kittens are cute, well, everybody thinks they're cute. That's not a girlish thing only. So, anyways, that little thing aside, the dream had Matthew, well, the dream in particular had Matthew helping them move stuff around. I guess they were just moving in because the house didn't look, well, okay, I think it was either one of two things. I don't know exactly what was happening before I entered, but the dining room was a wreck, and Matthew was getting everything set up, and, writing all the furniture. So I don't know if there was a storm that came in and blew everything around. So a burglar came in and messed everything around looking for something. I don't know what. Or they were just moving in and the previous owners had left it a wreck. I don't know. The point is that the kitchen and the dining room looks quite similar to the way I saw it in my dream. I mean, literally. Turquoise chairs and table. That fireplace was there with the two love seats. There was the junk in the corner. With the chest. I didn't quite see any plants in there, so I simply added those, and the cat toy that's in there as well. I added that just so the cat would have something. Speaking of the cat, you're gonna see a little video of the family interacting with the build, and the cat, twice I missed the cat fighting with the squirrel. Okay. The cat was fighting with the squirrel and won both times. So I missed that. I totally missed the cat going into the bush and fighting with the squirrel. But I just wanted to point that out before I, get to the end of this and you see it and you're like, oh, what the heck's that thing doing? Because it's trying to see that and capture it. And this was totally funny because you probably will see the cat, coming out of the bush, like, oh, I'm the queen of the bush. I'm a little tigress. Anyways, so, yeah, the dream, they're called the Grimes family, and apparently the Sims game doesn't like that name, so I can't upload it to the gallery. So this is technically the only time you're ever going to see this family, unless I do some playthroughs with them or something. Which reminds me, I do really, really, really hope that we do get a sort of like an Arabian Nights pack, because I really would like to have genies. Because the second part of this dream was, yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that there was two parts of this dream. The first part was Matthew fixing up the Grimes treehouse, at least the dining room. He was, setting up the chairs and putting them into place, while Mrs. Grimes was cooking dinner. And the second part was Matthew was building his own cabin, and it was an L-shaped cabin. And there are some elements to it that had a little bit more of the Arabian Nights feel to it because, like I said, Matthew is a genie, and so it kind of has that little. I wanted to have like that lamp feel because this is supposed to be his cabin. So, anyways, I would really like to have genies in The Sims for one day. Also, werewolves and fairies and elves. I kind of want, the whole group. And in the alien world, I would also like to see more of the alien world because I think that'll be fantastic. Um, just to have a little bit more variety and more alien technology and a way for the alien sims to know all about their technology instead of having to go through the scientist career to do it. But but yeah, so if you could understand all that rambling about the dream, even though I kept interrupting myself, that was the gist of it. I literally only had the kitchen and the dining room to go off of. Well, I guess it's more of a family room because there's a fireplace and two love seats in it as well. And for the most part, everything is still usable. Um, I did go into a lot of debug and used a lot, mostly island living and jungle adventure. So, like I said, this was like supposed to be the jungle version of the Goth family, the Grimes. And it's Rudyard. Yes, I decided to name him after Rudyard Kipling. But Rudyard Grimes, his wife Kim, their son Rowan, and their daughter Ava, with the dog Tip and the cat. No. I'm sorry, I got that mixed up. The dog is Tuck and the cat is Nip. And those are names that are from the Swiss Family Robinson because I was also getting that kind of a vibe. Not the vibe that they were shipwrecked. They actually chose to live there. Like I said, the mother's a scientist and the father is, conservationalist. But they kind of had that feeling where they wanted to live off the land. And they did make it to where it can be mostly off the grid living, but they kind of needed the computer to do their work. So, but yeah, I think we're getting close to the end of this video now. We got a few. I'm gonna get we got a few pictures to show you. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you understood everything I said. I'm sorry. Just trying to get my thoughts together and trying to visualize that dream again. But I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you all stay safe out there. And I hope you look forward to the next video. Thanks for watching. Saint Victor and Corona, pray for us.